Basically, I have here is two tales of devices. This one is a Chinese cassette player, which is made by Ando. This is a Japanese cassette player that's made in China, and as you can see, parts are already coming off. Most of the parts of this mechanism is basically metal, and for some reason, the old belt that was inside of this machine just snapped, so I just replaced it with a belt that I have lying around. That might be enough to get the mechanism working again. And this one is a Sony, which is all plastic, and as you can see, this is the part that's just metal. So this is a Sony Walkman from 1999, 1995. It's all plastic design. Well, this one has a tension mechanism, but is metal and has two capstans, which is quite amazing for its design. But one of the things that I don't like on this one is the mono head, and also as you can see the circuitry inside of this, everything is just housed. If we take a look at the board under here, everything is just housed in one circuit, which is kind of disappointing because the sound of this thing isn't great, while the Sony one really sounds great. So if we put batteries in the units, this one first. If we put batteries on this unit and we nabagsak yung battery. If we put batteries on this unit and we press play, it's gonna let me press play without it just exploding. As you can see, this is how the mechanism works. It's an auto reverse mechanism, so if I press this, it's gonna change the direction. So that's how the mechanism works. I might actually use this just a rewinder at the most part, but the sound quality of this thing is just damn awful. While on the Sony, the mechanism is another story. I might actually find a way to fix the battery contacts of this one. That's why I also put it apart. So basically, if we press play, ko lang siya ng rewind button. The mechanism is just like this. And to get this to auto stop, this is the one that's responsible for auto stop. So you can see, once this disc gets into the end, it's just gonna stop. See, that's how the auto stop works. And also this has different types of tape selectors, the FM AM tuning, because this has a radio built in. Many good features for this Walkman, while this one it's just strictly for playback. I think what this was targeting, this player, because it had a mono head, most likely for like teenagers that needed recordings onto cassette that doesn't really need that much of a sound quality. Let's say a mono head, if you play that back into let's say a voice recording of a lecture or something, that would be useful on one of these things. But if you want the highest possible sound quality, you would opt for a Sony Walkman at this time. And well, this thing is quite amazing. If I put these back together, and I'm going to pretty much show you how these sound once I put them back. Unfortunately, nasira ako. Ito nasira ako, so you can hear that. Doesn't want to play any audio anymore. Kaya lakas ko sa volume. Doesn't want to freaking play audio anymore. Just because I broke that small thing. That small trees. But yeah, you get my point. This is just cheap, and it's basically a piece of crap. It just broke. Yeah, it has a metal mechanism though. So we don't have any audio comparison from this thing anymore since that thing's broken. I'm still gonna see if I can fix that in the future, but it doesn't really matter. So this one is the Sony Walkman, the better one. Go ahead and play tape on this one. Plug that in and put batteries on it. Let's press play.
I go crazy. I go crazy. I know paradise.
That's how good this thing sounds. That's why many people still want one of these. This one, I can't get it to work. It might need resoldering because there's a trace on the board that's broken, but I don't really think that's even viable now because even this doesn't go into it properly. So yeah, that's the story of this crappy 600 pesos Walkman. My god.